Greetings, New Zealand naturopath Eric Backer. I'm the author of Candida Crusher and the formulator of Candida range of supplements. Thanks for checking out my video. I've got a question here from Edward Caper in Poland. Edward is saying, Eric, is the yeast spit test reliable? Is the spit test a reliable indication for Candida? So let's talk a little bit about that right now, about the spit test and about, if it's good, if it's trash, because some, people online say it's junk, other people say it's good. I've written about the spit test in my book. The spit test is not exactly perfect or bona fide science, but what I can tell you, what I found from the spit test from a lot of patients, thousands of patients seen over the years, it's a very good general indicator of overall oral and digestive health. So you can't say, if you do the spit test, and you see strings or mucus hanging there in a glass of water first thing in the morning, that you've got a bona fide case of Candida. That's crap. But what you can say is you've got problems. And those problems need addressing, because healthy people don't have that. They'll tend to have things floating on the top of the water rather than hanging down or having particles on the bottom of the glass. In most of all cases of extremely healthy people I've seen, they don't have a lot of mucus in their mouth. They don't cough up mucus. They haven't got mucus in their nasopharyngeal region. Mucus can be a sure sign that something's wrong with your digestion. It can be an allergy. It can be a problem with your pancreas. You're not producing enough, enzymes there in the mouth. You can have gut issues. Many, many different reasons why you can have mucus. Mucus is a great breeding ground for bacteria, but it also can mean, if you've got bacteria, that Candida may not necessarily be far behind. So there's a relationship there with dysbiosis in general and food allergies, I've found, and the spit test. So if you're positive for the spit test, you need to clean up your diet, improve your digestion, get the right kind of bugs into your digestive system. Make sure you observe very good oral health, tongue brushing, brush your teeth twice a day. I tend to use sea salt or baking soda. I also like using tea tree oil, and look after the gums rather than the teeth. Good oral hygiene is very, very important, because if you keep this clean, it's going to keep stuff further down clean as well. So it's often been said that the mouth and the anus are the two dirtiest parts of the body. So yeah, it's not a good thing to say, but it's a fact. So the spit test is not a reliable indication of Candida as such. And you may have read about the different types of home tests I recommend in my book. There's the smell test, the taste test, the itch test. Okay, these are all different kinds of tests that will give you an indication if you've got a yeast infection when you put them all together. So no single test is good. The only test that I find is really good, is accurate, is a very comprehensive stool test when done properly. When done properly, it's a very accurate indication of a yeast infection in the gut. Not necessarily systemically, but definitely in the gut. There's other ways we can pick out if you've got a systemic yeast infection. So just to summarize your question there again, Edward, is the spit test a reliable indication for Candida? No, it's not. You've got to use it in conjunction with other kinds of tests. But what I do like, again, just to finish up on, you can use it as a yardstick, as an indicator for improving health. So if it comes back, cleaner and cleaner over a period of time, you know that you've taken potential allergenic food out the diet, or you've cleared up a potential food intolerance, you've reduced the amount of oral bacteria, and your health is going to pick up. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you.